Hello students, in today's lecture we are going to learn Deming's 14 points. In last lecture we saw the various aspects given by Deming, in which we saw quality improvement drive the entire economy, customer always comes first, don't blame the person, fix the system, and PDCA cycle. Now in continuation with that, today we are going to learn which are the 14 points which are given by Edward Deming, which is supposed to be a very significant contribution of Edward Deming. According to him, if an organization implements all these 14 points in its organization, then TQM would be easily implemented in the organization, and a successful implementation of TQM would be possible in the organization. So every organization must go for these 14 points. This is what he suggests. So one by one, we will go through all these 14 points. The ideas being expressed in these 14 points are solely of Edward Deming, and these are the ideas which he think that if implemented, then successful implementation of TQM can be possible in any business organization. So regarding that, he has given all these ideas. The first one, as you can see, is create constancy of purpose for improvement of product and services. The title itself signifies that you should thoroughly, you means the management, the business organization, the top management should continuously focus its attention on organization's mission of continuously and forever improving the quality of products and services, along with considering the joy in work which is necessary for competitive survival. That means you should not only focus your attention on your mission of being qualitative or consistently maintaining and enhancing the quality of goods and services, but at the same time joy in work is very important. So and your employees, whenever they are implementing TQM, they should be happy, they should feel that whatever work they are doing is quite joyful, they should enjoy their work, and a such kind of pleasant environment has to be created in the organization. So this point is so very important, joy in work. This is what Edward Deming thinks, because unless and until you enjoy your work, you don't get the desired output from it, right? So you should continuously focus your attention on the mission of the organization, which is continuous and forever improvement in quality of goods and services. Also, Deming feels that management must maintain a commitment towards the quality. It should shift its focus from short term to long term, and quality should be at the heart, or it should be the soul of the organization's purpose. And Deming thinks that you will earn profit only when organization targets for quality. That means if you go behind quality, if you focus your attention only on quality, automatically you will start earning huge amount of profit. Because in aspects of management also, we have seen the first point, quality improvement drive the entire economy. So your economy itself would be in developed stage when you insist on quality. So that is what Deming is again and again insisting on quality. You go behind quality, you think about it, you start doing, giving quality products, quality service, quality goods, and see what happens. This is what Deming thinks. Okay, so first point is that create constancy of purpose. So here it means that युअर फोकस, तुमचा मेन उद्देश जो आहे किंवा मिशन जे आहे तुमचं, की क्वालिटीचेच गुड्स अँड सर्व्हिसेस प्रोव्हाइड करायचे, त्याच्यावर तुमचं लक्ष केंद्रित करा. तुमची जी कमिटमेंट टुवर्ड्स क्वालिटी आहे, डोंट फॉरगेट दॅट. आणि त्याचबरोबर जॉय इन वर्क, म्हणजे तुमच्याकडं काम करणाऱ्या लोकांना या क्वालिटीचं काम करत असताना, TQM राबवत असताना त्यांना त्यातून आनंद मिळू दे. कारण एखादी गोष्ट आपण जेव्हा खूप आनंदाने करतो, कामातून सुद्धा आनंद मिळत असतो, आणि ते काम आनंदाने केलं तर डेफिनेटली तुमचं जे आउटपुट असतं ते खूप चांगल्या पद्धतीने येतं, डिझायर्ड आउटपुट मिळतं तुम्हाला. आणि व्हॉट डज डेमिंग सेज दॅट, की तुम्हाला प्रॉफिट मिळणारच आहे. जेव्हा तुम्ही क्वालिटीच्या मागं लागता तेव्हा ॲटोमॅटिकली प्रॉफिट हा त्याला फॉलो करतो. त्याच्या मागोमाग आपोआप येतो. तुम्हाला प्रॉफिटसाठी वेगळे एफर्ट्स घ्यायची गरज नसते. Okay, so this is the meaning. Next, second point is adopt the new philosophy. So according to Deming, we are in the modern era, new era, competitive world, we call it as global village, we call it as international market. So quality is definitely necessary for corporate survival, and for this you have to maintain the constancy of purpose, and therefore, as I said, that you should focus on quality, but at the same time the management must have that much ability and guts to reject the inferior material, defective products, and slack service. ओके, सो डिलेज अँड मिस्टेक्समुळं काय होतं की तुमची कॉस्ट वाढते. ओके, सो ही डेमिंग सजेस्ट दॅट यू शुड रिप्लेस दिस ट्रेडिशनल सिस्टम बाय न्यू कल्चर इन विच यू शुड रिफ्लेक्ट युअर कमिटमेंट टू क्वालिटी. सो कुठलीही कमी दर्जाची वस्तू असेल, सेवा असेल, तुमची लोकं जर कमी स्टँडर्डचं काम करत असतील, तर यू शुड हॅव दॅट मच गट्स टू रिजेक्ट दॅट वर्क अँड आस्क दॅट फेलो टू डू दॅट वर्क अगेन, राईट. किंवा तुमचा एखादा सप्लायर असेल आणि तो तुम्हाला इन्फिरियर किंवा डिफेक्टिव्ह रॉ मटेरियल सप्लाय करत असेल, तर डोंट ॲक्सेप्ट इट. You reject that, and then you search for a vendor who will give you consistently a qualitative raw material or whatever inputs are required for the organization, because the quality of your output depends upon the quality of your input, right? So unless and until your raw material, your inputs are qualitative, how can you go for focusing your attention on qualitative products and services? That's literally impossible. Therefore you should have that much ॲबिलिटी टू रिजेक्ट वॉट एव्हर इज इन्फिरियर. कुठलंही, नुसतं रॉ मटेरियल नाही, एखाद्यानं चांगलं काम केलं नाही, चांगली सर्व्हिस दिली नाही, रिजेक्ट इट, रिप्लेस दॅट पर्सन इफ नेसेसरी, or make changes in that mentality of that fellow. Okay, so do this rigorously, because you have to adopt this new philosophy, because you want to make TQM successful in your organization. Okay, then cease dependence on mass inspection. So that is the third point. Now mass inspection, it means that whenever you are inspecting number of people together, it is called mass inspection. Now what is the defect in this mass inspection? uh, you know uh, you are able to catch the error only after they have occurred. Okay, that is the drawback. सो म्हणजे चूक झाल्यानंतर ती निदर्शनास येते, असं होतं मास इन्स्पेक्शनमध्ये. ओके, अँड डेमिंग व्ह्यूज दॅट वन्स द एरर्स ऑकर, एफिशियन्सी अँड इफेक्टिव्हनेस आर लॉस्ट. एकदा का चूक झाली किंवा झाली तर तुमची एफिशियन्सी अँड इफेक्टिव्हनेस तिथं जातो, तिथं ते काम थांबतं, मग चूक दुरुस्त करायला लागते, अँड गेटिंग बॅक टू वर्क इज अगेन अ टाईम कन्झ्युमिंग प्रोसेस, राईट. सो what is Deming suggesting is that continuous process improvement should be adopted by the organization, where more focus or emphasis should be given on catching and correcting the errors at source. That means where the work is performed. चुकाच होऊ नयेत म्हणून तुम्ही प्रयत्न केले पाहिजेत. चूक झाल्यानंतर ती शोधणे आणि ती दुरुस्त करणे, हे याच्यात टाईम, एनर्जी, मनी सगळंच वेस्ट होतं. ओके, अँड देअरफॉर यू शुड कॅच द एरर्स ॲट सोर्स इटसेल्फ. जिथं ते काम केलं जातं तिथंच सुरुवातीलाच तुम्हाला एरर्स सापडता आले पाहिजेत. ओके, सो डोंट गो फॉर मास इन्स्पेक्शन. दिस इज वॉट डेमिंग इज ट्राईंग टू टेल इन थर्ड पॉईंट. नेक्स्ट, फोर्थ पॉईंट, एंड द प्रॅक्टिस ऑफ अवॉर्डिंग बिझनेस ऑन प्राइस टॅग अलोन. Now Deming feels that don't maintain relationship with those suppliers or vendors who are providing you the material at least price, discounted price. Don't maintain those relationship, because they are your relations are based on price tag alone. So what does Deming suggest? He suggests to develop a long term relationship with them, and he thinks that price is not important factor here. What is important is quality of the product which that vendor is supplying, that is your inputs, your raw material, right? So what does Deming think? He thinks that statistical tools should be used to evaluate the quality of vendors and also of purchased items. Okay, and therefore he says that डेमिंगला असं वाटतं की स्टॅटिस्टिकल टूल्स वापरून तुम्ही सप्लायरची प्रोडक्टची क्वालिटी तुम्ही चेक करा आणि त्याच्यानंतरच त्याच्याकडनं आयटम्स परचेस करा. Okay, so Deming believes that development of partnership should be based on trust and not on price tag. विश्वासावर तुमची नाती टिकली पाहिजेत, ओके, प्राइस टॅगवर नाही. सो ही insist on adopting the practice of ending the practice of awarding business on price tag alone. Okay, then next point is fifth point is constantly and forever improve the system of production and service. So according to Deming, management has never ending obligation to seek out the methods for quality improvement. So Deming believes that improvement follows from studying the processes itself and not by studying the effect. So he thinks that you should study your processes. It may be your production process, recruitment process, all sorts of processes, not only certain processes. So you should study your process, and then you can immediately you can identify the problems in that process, right? So process improvement is a responsibility of the management, and it is important to improve the system of production and service. So constant efforts on part of management should be taken to improve the system of production and service. Then only you'll be able to find out what are the defects in your existing system, and then you can take certain steps to rectify them. Okay, the next one, sixth one, is institute the modern methods of training on job. Now, what is meant by training? It means teaching the statistical quality control for improving the quality. So because of training, what happened? Training makes sure that workers get adequate knowledge and skills for the jobs for which they are responsible, right? So so what has happened because of training? It increases the confidence of employees. They get the chance, opportunity to learn new things and how to handle the tools and equipment. So Deming suggests that modern methods of training should be included in their job. They should be continuously trained, so you can get a trained workforce as well. Okay, so with this, we end with today's lecture. Rest of the points will continue in the next lecture. Thank you.